today? Good morning. My goodness, I got all kinds of camera problems, don't I? There we go. That's better. My bangs are like all kinds of weird this morning. I think I slept on everything wrong. The train's going crazy in the background. Oh my goodness, what a morning. Okay. Woo. It is going to be a busy day for me. Oh my goodness. Oh. Greetings. It is Wednesday. It is Wednesday, December 13th, 2023, and my bangs are like literally standing up on end. Lovely. We are in the tide of preparation, fall equinox to the winter solstice. Yesterday was the new moon. Please subscribe, hit the bell icon. That really helps the algorithm. Share these with friends if any of these really inspire you. If you have comments, if you want to say something positive, please leave comments. I love them. They help the algorithm. They tell the YouTube that I'm alive and that I'm real and that I'm putting videos out every single day, Monday through Friday. Okay. So today's animal card is the lion. So funny thing, this morning when I was shuffling the cards, I pulled cheetah first, and then I pulled another fire one, and then I dropped the cards. And I went, okay, I can't read every card in the deck. So I reshuffled, and I got another fire card. It was funny. So I got the lion today. Patient, regal, and complete master. The lion is a master of the fire element and the living mascot of self-transformation. A lion personality dedicates their life to personal and spiritual growth. This dedication inspires some and intimidates others. Therefore, the lion is respected by all, but known intimately by few. Some mistake the lion as hard to access or aloof, yet those with a keener eye know better. Lions are observant, stealthy, and precise in their words and actions. They do not waste energy or resources. This card reminds us that self-mastery is available to all, no matter where our guest begins. When in balance, the epitome of peace and strength. When out of balance, withdrawn and too serious. Bringing into balance daily meditation and friendship. So that's the lion card. That's the lion card. Okay, so Sisters of the Sacred Spiral. Isn't that cute? I love that card. That's so cute. The higher plan that has been lovingly prepared for you is like a beautiful tapestry coming into view, thread by thread. There will be a moment when suddenly the pattern becomes clearly visible, all preparation finally showing itself in effect. The time for acknowledgement and celebration shall happen soon. My weaving hand is steady, sure, and swift, and the threads of your life are rapidly taking shape to reveal my most beautiful divine plans for you. The preparation for manifestation requires faith. There can be more effort and even more patience and persistence required before we see proof of our efforts and desired results. As we grow closer towards what we want, Astra, you coming up? Whatever has blocked us from having that in our lives will arise to be dealt with and resolved. You may feel as though you are losing ground, regressing, or somehow going further back in your path than you have ever been, but you're not. You are becoming more able to live your dream. You are clearing out the issues that have prevented you from receiving what you want from our generous universe. You are going into, or already in, an intense period of personal and spiritual growth. This will entail much joy and forward movement towards your destiny, and also some confrontation with darkness in your own being. fear, doubt, grief, which will help you deal and become free to enjoy the manifestation of your dreams. You are guided to let go and trust in what is taking place. Wow, it's a deep card today. Wow. Okay then. So, there can be much effort before you see proof of your results. You may feel you are losing ground, regressing, but you're not. More able to live your dream, clearing out issues that have prevented you from receiving what you want from our generous universe. I think that's a big one. You are going into or already in an intense period of personal and spiritual growth. This will entail much joy and forward movement, which will help you heal and become free to enjoy manifestation of your dreams. Yes. And Lion, let's see. Lion is patient, regal, complete master. Lion is the master of the fire element and the living mascot of self-transformation. They dedicate their life to personal and spiritual growth. This dedication inspires some and intimidates others. Therefore, the lion is respected by all, but known intimately by few. Some mistake the lion as hard to access or aloof, yet those with a keener eye know better. Lions are observant, stealth, and precise in their words and actions. They do not waste energy or resources. Self-mastery is available to all. So 2 things are coming up with these cards today. One is I went to a wonderful thing. Molly Whalen does these once a month women's group get-together things, and they're always amazing. Both of them that I've been to, everybody should go to them, if you're a woman, specifically. And they're all about building other women up. I think that's the thing that I love about it, is that she has this amazing coaching formula that I'm not sure if she created it or if she's just following it, but I will tell you that she runs it very well. She's very specific. She's very good about it. And they're only once a month. And I've only been to 2, just because Tuesday nights are really tricky for me. But I plan on going to more of these. These are pretty cool. And something that came up yesterday that I found myself several times, because part of these women's groups is learning how to, with other women, be you. And I will confess that from my experiences with many women over the years, that women can be really mean to each other. And I have certainly been targeted many times. And the thing about holding your power in a group of women is, depending on the day, somewhat challenging for me. And I recognize that. I would rather, when I'm not in a great place, I rather sit back and I don't shine. I don't let the lion come forward. But there's another piece of it, is that when it's inauthentic, disingenuous, or it feels weird and fake, I don't necessarily step forward. I don't necessarily step forward and say, this is my answer to that question. And there were quite a few moments last night where there was open-ended. And if it had been like going around a circle type thing, I probably would have answered. But it didn't. It was just this open-ended question, so I stayed quiet. But as I'm looking at the Lion card, I'm recognizing that sometimes when you're in a space, it's okay to be observant. It's okay to wait and be more precise with your words. And that's something that in this particular women's circle, she uses a formula, and it's very specific. And I love that part. I love that the formula is there to make sure people don't become advice givers or trauma dumpers or any of that else. It's all about lifting women up and helping you be seen in your brilliance and also see others in their brilliance. Yes, Astra, I'm over here. I'm over here. I don't know who you're talking to. Nobody else is in the house, sweetie. Astra, come here. Come here. Astra. She's so funny. So that's Lion. And then Sisters of the Sacred Spiral, when that one came up, I think the second thing that kind of comes up is that it's very interesting in this. There will be a moment suddenly when the pattern becomes clearly visible and all preparation is finally showing itself in effect. I think in the last couple weeks, in preparation for solstice, so to back up, to go forward a little bit, last year when I started back doing daily devotionals after taking a hiatus, my intention was to do a year and a day that is Samhain through Samhain, so following the cross quarter, and using the energy of the cross quarter to harness my goals, to harness kind of the year's like energy. And then this year I am between Samhain and solstice in preparation for harnessing the energy of the solstice calendar moving forward for, again, another year and a day. And what I've been finding since letting go of last year's Samhain to Samhain energy and being in this limbo-y place of preparation for solstice energy, is that there is this pattern of awareness that I have realized that there's so much work that's been done, and there's so much stuff that's come forward in the last 10 years that when I kind of came out of hiding, so to speak, and stepped into my place of power and stepped into my place of being a practitioner, and then stumbling into Body of Nine, and what I realized is that some of the things, and last night was a really key piece of that, another sign, I guess, is that I've done this my whole life, and I do have a lot of knowledge and experience that I can share. I shouldn't be afraid of sharing it, and that sometimes when there's a group of people that are struggling, they don't have to struggle. They don't have to make it so hard. And yet there's stuff that just is hard. There's just stuff that's hard to go through, but you don't have to go through it alone. And I'm so grateful, and I'm so glad that not one, but two women's groups have kind of popped up in my sphere that have led me to this place of understanding that there are groups of women that are trying to follow a healthier model and trying to create safe space for growth, that other women don't have to be alone, and in person, like they are growing in a healthy way. I mean, I've belonged to groups before and they were not always healthy, and there is a big difference, and it's really hard to be a part of things like that when they aren't healthy. And these are healthier spaces to be, and it's so delightful to see that happening. And when I look at this card and I'm looking at the message of preparation for manifestation requires faith, I think there's another piece of that, that moving forward, I think faith might be the wrong word. I think the word that I'm looking for is moving forward is really like the idea that I'm trusting in the place of peace that I have reserved, that I have allowed to resonate. And as my own place of peace resonates, the things that are needed for me, or that I'm supposed to be a part of, or the connections I'm supposed to make, will appear. And so I've been following those things. Last night's, I think it was Night of Radiance, I think is what she called it. It was beautiful. Last month I tried to go to one and my Tuesday just went crazy. And this month it cleared out. It cleared out exactly the way it was supposed to be. Like, I had it on the calendar, but I had 3 things like around it, and then the whole day completely cleared up in a way that I was able to handle a crisis call. I was able to get stuff done for class today that I'm teaching. I was able to get all that stuff put together, and I was able to go to the Night of Radiance group. And it was really beautiful. I do have a hard time with evening groups because my poor body is done at 7 o'clock, and I come home and I'm tanked. So there's that. But it was really well done, and it reinforced again that there are these opportunities that pop up, and if I trust my place of peace, if I do the things that I'm supposed to do to keep my energy going, if I do the things I'm supposed to do, the connections are made so that I can go to these things. And it was a beautiful evening, and so many women that there were a couple people there I hadn't seen in a while, and the receptionist, if you're watching daily devotionals, she's been a fan of my daily devotionals for quite some time. She's delightful. There were quite a few people there that it was just really amazing. And so if anybody in the Bozeman, Belgrade area wants to do these, just let me know. I'll send you the link so that you can go get on her mailing list and find out when the next one is. They are amazing. So these cards for me really bring into this place of really understanding that the fire and the passion that we carry for what it is our journey is, we don't have to do that alone. We can do it together. I mean, that's the whole point of daily devotionals, is to do it together so that you don't have to do it alone. Sometimes you just need a study buddy. Whether that study buddy be a remote person on YouTube that posts every day of the week, or maybe that study buddy, maybe that inspirational person triggers something else for you. Maybe it is a daily tarot. That was the other thing I was going to mention today, is last year I got this as a gift. It's the 2023 virtual planner. Again, I feel like this week is like product week or something, but I normally don't really promote stuff. But if you're into like drawing a card every day, the calendar has all the astrology you need, and then and you can do like full moon and gratitude. Let's see, there's one month I didn't do, so I can show you one of the months that I didn't do. Yeah, so this is the full moon in Aquarius, so I didn't do any of it, but it lets you draw cards, and then it lets you do like a gratitude sheet. And then every single week you have where you can fill in what cards you drew and your intention. Gives you the astrology stuff. It's Virtual Planner, WRITUAL Planner. I am not sure if I'm going to do 2024 yet. I should probably decide, since I'm in the month of December and I'm filling it up pretty quickly. But I might just do this next year as well. I got this one as a gift, but I do think I might do next year as well, because I'm going to be following the solstice calendar this year instead of the Samhain. And that's kind of why, I mean, there's like 3-4 months in the middle here that I didn't follow it because I was following the cross quarters, and cross quarters are such a different energy that if you're following the solar calendar, astrology just works a little bit better. So it's a little bit of astrology and a little bit tarot mixed together. I really enjoyed it. If I'm actually scouring for another one that has, I'm looking for a different format. I did like theirs. Theirs is really good. It's probably one of the best comprehensive ones I found, but I am still looking for another one because I'm curious. So, I think that's it for today. I hope you all have a beautiful day, my friends. I really look forward to seeing your comments. Let me know what you think. Hopefully the new Oracle cards will be here in a week, which should give us just enough time to get through the decks we have. We're almost at the end. I think it'll get us right up to solstice and a little bit after, and then we'll have the new cards and we'll start fresh. So the new tide starts on the winter solstice, and I'm gonna do hopefully a whole thing of what that means. So I have a couple videos that are banked for when the holidays start, so you're not going to see me as much live, but I do have 2 videos very specifically that I have completed and finished, and they're ready to go for solstice. And I have one more that I want to do where I talk about the tides and astrology and some other stuff. So I hope you all have a beautiful day, and I will see you in prayer. Blessed be.